Hello and welcome to Nintendo Pals Podcast, the daily show all about Nintendo and friendship. Tonight we are going to be talking about Detective Pikachu, F-Zero 99, a new NSO game trial, and a Stardew Valley update. Let's just get into it. Micah, are you ready?
Yep.
Well, greetings, fellow Nintendo pals. I am very excited because tonight we are back in our regular recording spaces. And we have hopefully fixed up our audio issues or our camera issues from last time we recorded in this style so that the switching between our cameras is not so frequent and buggy. But Micah, I gotta remind everybody listening to subscribe if you're watching on YouTube and leave a thumbs up on the video. As well, if you're listening on the podcast listening platforms, to leave us a 5-star review. All of those things help us to take over the world of Nintendo podcasts. Micah, what do you say we just jump on into the news?
Do it.
We're starting with Detective Pikachu getting NSO icons. That's right, Detective Pikachu Returns is making its way to the Nintendo Switch early October. And so early October being now, it's like now time frame. So these NSO icons are here to celebrate that. Micah, are you looking at picking up this game?
I could be,
I think
but probably not.
I think
I think I would enjoy it, but
I think I might get this one. I think I might because
you
I'm
say that about all games Nintendo releases.
yeah, I guess that's true. I do that.
Doo-doo.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, it seems like our cameras are maybe buggy a little bit here. Did you see it trying to switch to you and
Yeah,
not
it
working?
swapped. That's weird. This was working in testing like 10 minutes ago.
Well, it's working now. Maybe I'm just too loud. Anywho, I'll be picking this one up. That's really all we have to say about it. Go check out those new NSO icons. Next news item.
I guess that's probably my thing to read. There's a new F-Zero 99 update, which adds the Queen's League to Grand Prix and 5 more tracks.
Have you got a chance to try this out yet? I haven't. I
I
haven't gone in.
still haven't, but I'm still meaning to at some point.
Good deal. Yeah, I am really. I really thought the game was a lot of fun, and if they're adding this amount of content, I'm hopeful that it will have more staying power than I originally predicted it would. We'll see. We'll see if it keeps getting content. And that's all we got on that one. So next news item, there is a new NSO game trial. Eastward is available to play until October 3rd. So if you are listening to this podcast the day of release, you have 1-ish, 2-ish days to give this game a try. And if you're really fast, you could complete it within the game trial period. I believe this is to drum up hype for the DLC for this game, which is either launching soon or has already launched. And it's kind of a farm update that lets you kind of farm. That's the worst explanation I could give.
I thought it was spot on. A farm update that lets you farm. What more do you need to know?
So true. Speaking of farm updates, though,
Yeah, there's a new Stardew Valley update. We have, well, not out yet. It's a sneak peek for the new update. I gotta find that news item again. It adds in. They got a new major festival with a couple mini festivals, some new late game content, items, crafting recipes, new lines of dialogue, winter outfits, new types of rewards for completing billboard requests, support for 8-player multiplayer, and many small things and farm types and secrets and more.
Yeah, and you've got the two characters wearing kind of winter clothing, so it seems like it's going to be kind of winter festival and festivities themed for this update. They also are providing Joja alternatives to some of the endgame quests. So if you play as a monster and you support a Joja instead of small business, then you don't miss out on the end game quests that were only available through the one path. Joja is Amazon, by the way.
Yeah, I was like, that's the big corporation.
Yeah.
I didn't know the name of it, so when I first read that, I was like, I have no idea what this means. So I'm just gonna skip it. But that makes more sense now.
Yeah, all for it. And then we mentioned this briefly in a previous episode, but we have Kirby and the Amazing Mirror has now dropped on NSO. We mentioned it previously that it had been announced to be coming, and it's now out. And you could, again, play 4-player multiplayer with your friends without the need of a link cable, as long as you all have Game Boy Advance on your Nintendo Switch Online subscription, which I believe that's part of the Plus, the expansion pack.
Game Boy Advance, right?
Yes. Yep.
That added the N64 Game Boy Advance, right?
Yep. And that.
But the real question is, when are they going to release Golden Sun? I've been waiting so long. I've been waiting so patiently.
Yeah, and they announced that, right? As that was like one of the first things they announced.
Yep, they're like, it's coming.
And then they're releasing games they didn't even announce. I've
been dying the last year waiting for this game.
Yeah.
So I can play it for the 5th time.
Yes. So that's all we got for news. And then we have a small little tidbit to talk about for rumors. And that is the Red Dead Redemption 2 rumor that was circulating about. And I don't know if we were talking before we started recording. We couldn't remember if we talked about this in a previous episode or not. But the game had been rated by ratings boards in Brazil.
Yeah,
And so it was theorized that the game would be coming to Switch because it had received a rating. However, it has since been proven false. The Brazilian rating board has corrected the mistake and removed it. The Switch rating was supposed to be for Red Dead Redemption 1 for Switch, which makes sense. Red Dead Redemption 2 would not run on the Switch in its current form. But there was theories that it would be a cloud version, right? If I recall correctly.
Yeah.
But what happened to cloud versions of games? They've stopped.
Everyone hated them.
Yeah, yeah. They were sent a clear message that we don't want cloud gaming on Nintendo Switch, which I think is a good thing. I think it would be better to have everything run natively than for cloud. The tech's not quite there yet. We've talked about this before, and even if the tech is there, the infrastructure, at least for the United States, but also for many parts of the world, is not there yet for it. We're not all in Japan where we're all connected to super awesome internet everywhere because our country is very small area-wise, Or certain places in Europe also have just they all have good infrastructure because it is much cheaper because it's much smaller. Yeah. And that's just the way the world is. Literally. And then, as always, we got rumors talking about the Switch 2 performance. and there's been a lot of smoke going around for Switch 2. And I've seen a lot of theories that due to the fact that we're getting just a lot of remakes at this stage and not too many announcements for new games from first party
saved
for
for
first
the
party
starting lineup.
Nintendo. But I don't know how much I buy into that because we do have first party Nintendo games on the horizon, like Princess Peach, and Mario Wonder comes out this month. What else do we have coming down the chain?
Theoretically, Metroid Prime 4.
Metroid Prime 4. Yep. Yeah. Other than that, I'm trying to think.
That's kind of it.
Maybe I'm talking myself out of my own opinion here, but those are new games. It's not like everything's a remake. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean the
But
Peach one's coming out like next year, like spring or something.
Yeah.
So that's still a little ways in the future.
Yep. I have a feeling we'll see a holiday direct with more things to fill in the gaps there. Oh, we also have, was the Mario and Donkey Kong one a remake? I couldn't tell if that was a new game in the series or a remake of the old
That's
game.
a good question. I think it was a new one.
So there's that. Yeah. We'll see. But that is all we got for today and for this week, covering the news and rumors. So, reminder, please leave us a like and subscribe to us on YouTube if you're watching on YouTube, and on your podcast listening app if you're listening there, because Nintendo Pals needs your help. Me and Micah need your help to take over the world of Nintendo podcasts. But in the meantime, Micah, where can people find you on the interwebs?
You can find me on Twitch at Micah Prime.
And you can find me gallivanting around on Andros1 over on Twitch and YouTube, as well as on TikTok and Twitter. On X Twitter. Sorry, that's what we're calling it now. gotta remember that. X Twitter. And once again, we want to say a huge thank you to all of our Patreon supporters. And since we are back in our space, in our regular recording zone, we can give you your deserved shout out through the Patreon Poke Rap, which we will listen to right about now-ish. But first, I just need to shout out and talk about our Patreon rewards and perks. And that is, you get early access to the episodes, you get a shout out through the Patreon Poke Rap, you get behind the scenes content, and the monthly podcast play along, among other things. There's a bunch of stuff. And as pointed out in our live chat right now by the fantastic Third Strongest Mole, go order some Plocktober merch, which is available. Links will be in the description. That will be limited time opportunity to pick that up for October. And with that, let's do our send-off here with the Poke Rap. We gotta rap some Patreon.
You just do the singing. I'll take care of the hard part.
Let's get it on.
We want to be the best that ever was. And shout out our pals over on Patreon.
LPD, Rizzo, Retro Logic Dad, Tim the Nintendo Dash Link, or Spider Chance, Solo something, Mute Dog the Game, Little Miss 7 and Monkey Thunder.
Catch 'em, gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Patreon.
Kid, Fiasco, Third Strongest Mole, Fedorable Will, All and Seth Sturgill, Cosmic, Purple Viola, That Fast John, and Mother Plays too.
Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all.
Yeah.
Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all.
Yeah.
Gotta catch 'em all. Patreon. Let's get 150 or more, yeah, please, to be a Patreon.